Hello and welcome back. My name is Tom, and some of you might know me as Bowl of Salmon on Instagram. And I can't decide what reference Pelagos I like best. In this review, I'll cover both the FXDs, and I'll even bring in the Pelagos 39 to see what reference is really right for you. And me, because I really can't make up my mind. In my State of the Collection video, I've already mentioned I spent the summer with the Pelagos 39 on the wrist. In the past, I considered the fixed spring bar design of the FXD a deal breaker, but wearing the 39 all summer on just a bunch of straps made me realize maybe I don't need a bracelet on every watch. And if anything else, maybe fixed bars would even give me that extra peace of mind knowing the watch is secure on my wrist. So the Blue FXD joined just after summer last year, and of course they had to release an all-black FXD just after that. Let's get acquainted with the FXD first. The Marine Nationale or Blue FXD was released in 2021, specifically for the French Navy, while the Black FXD released last year is just a nod to the Tudor US Navy or Milsub inspired watch. Not an official collaboration, hence there is no engraving on the case back, and the tie-in to the US Navy is just a smart marketing move. For me, this is not a Milsub watch. This is not a reissue of the Tudor Submariner we are all waiting for. And the Pelagos 39 isn't either. I feel the watches are too modern for that, but they are mighty good looking. Both versions have a 42mm satin brushed titanium case with fixed lugs. They have a lug-to-lug of 52mm and a thickness of 12.75. And they take 22mm straps. The black version sports a titanium unidirectional bezel with a ceramic insert and a 60-minute, 60-click regular dive bezel, while the Blue FXD sports a 120-click bidirectional countdown bezel. A more traditional unidirectional bezel is usually easier to time things, but I found that I really prefer bidirectional for timing consecutive pizzas going into the oven. Being able to twist the bezel back and forth without having to do the full tour, well, try it and thank me later. Also, the bezel action on both watches is amazing. Inside we find the Tudor Manufacture caliber MT5602, a COSC certified chronometer, providing 70 hours of power reserve. It's a precise, robust movement and anti-magnetic thanks to the silicon hairspring. Unlike the smaller sibling, the FXD has been blessed with some incredible X1 Superluminova lume. On the hands, the indices and on the bezel insert. Honestly best in class, yet still easily beaten by my Vertex M100A. What I find striking about the Black FXD is the crazy contrast between the almost pure white hands and indices and the matte black dial. If you are looking for the most versatile, legible watch out there, the Black FXD should be your top pick. And maybe this is because I'm used to wearing the Pelagos 39 and the Blue FXD. The black, while physically the same watch, it visually feels to be wearing somewhat bigger. And if I'm honest, the 39 suits my wrist best. And I think I prefer the ghost bezel on the 39. But I've already explained in my previous video, despite this winning the GPGHGGJG Sports Watch of the Year award, I do have some issues with it. And side by side with FXD, these flaws are just more apparent. I really don't see why the lume can't be up to par. And the Blue FXD gives me more of a summery feel compared to the black one. Personally, for me, it's not about the Marine Nationale story, but the Blue FXD has that certain X factor to me. It's a perfect muted blue that is never too much. And don't base yourself too much off of the official Tudor pictures, because the blues are far too saturated in those. If you already have your black dial watch box slot filled, blue wins it for me. I'm curious at this point who wins it on points for you, the blue, the black, or the Pelagos 39. Let me know in the comments down below. Oh, and if you appreciate the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get on with some strap options. Each of the FXDs comes with a very comfortable Velcro style strap and one matching color rubber strap. I actually really like wearing the original straps a lot, but the longevity of the hook and loop system worries me a bit. I'm also a bit OCD, and when I see this little bit of excess pubes from the fuzzy loops where it doesn't line up 100%, I just can't get over it. But I found some alternatives. Let's kick things off with the obvious choice, Your traditional Nato strap options, of course, my favorite dealer Bark&Jack packs some good traditional colors in 22mm, like these ribbed Nato straps in black, grey or army green. If you are looking for different color options, have a look at Watchgecko. They offer some colorful ones like this rich military orange or this navy stripe one that almost looks to be custom made for the FXD Marine Nationale. But as much as I like Nato's, that little excess loop at 12 o'clock is also something that sometimes kinda bothers me from time to time. And for my 16.5cm wrist, the FXD is already big enough, so sometimes I prefer my straps not to increase the visual size or height of it. I think we all know the Erika straps, designed to be identical to the vintage military-issued Tudor Marine Nationale watches. A flexible woven elastic fabric that can stretch over a wetsuit, and hardware created from parachuting equipment. Erikas are available in a bunch of colors and are custom made to your wrist size. They will add one layer of extra fabric between the caseback and your skin. They have a specific version for the fixed spring bars of the FXD too. Installing them comes with the necessary instruction booklet. That still left me retrying it a couple of times the first time around. On the version I received, the underside of the stitch was a bit itchy, but I fixed that by melting the fabric a bit extra and filing it down afterwards. I have the habit of hooking and unhooking the straps when I put the strap on and off the wrist. Well, I think I'm just clumsy or I just don't find this an easy process. I can't seem to do it without looking down on my wrist. But when on the wrist, I'll admit, they are very, very comfortable. I just really can't get over the rather high price point on them, or I would have ordered a couple more already. Next up is the hook strap by Nick Mankey. Nick Mankey is based in the USA and offers a range of elastic straps with his patented hook system. The design philosophy for the brand is simple in function, solid in form and smart in design, and Nick created just that. The elastic material is very comfortable, and attaching the strap to the fixed FXD lugs is fairly straightforward. There is no extra layer of elastic underneath the watch, so no height is added to the case profile. With the excess material, you create a loop within the keeper and you hook the strap to secure it. Hence the name. The hardware on these straps is available in a range of finishing, and there is no shortage of elastic offerings either. The straps wear really well, with an impeccable and strong overtack stitch, which essentially weld cuts the end of the elastic down to be able to squeeze the strap between the fixed bars more easy. Something that tends to be a bit more problematic after installing and uninstalling the Erika strap a couple of times. With this strap I also learned that it is just easier to put on or remove the watch from my wrist without actually unhooking the strap. Something that feels fine with the fixed bars of the FXD, but something I'd never dare to do with regular spring bars, or they would be flying around the room. This easily is my favorite strap for the FXD. Paired with the blue version, it also brings down the blues a bit more. Next on the list is the Parafrog strap from Frogsquad. These elastic straps don't cross the case back, so the design allows the watch case to sit flush against the wrist. The Parafrog strap utilizes a velcro on one side to provide a secure anchoring mechanism, coupled with some hook and slider hardware on the other end. This design probably provides the easiest install of all straps in this list, as you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do so. The finishing and velcro on this looks a bit brutalist, but they get the job done and they don't break the bank. These Hawk rigger gear straps are probably a bit more in your face. They have some serious hardware attached to them, but they are actually super comfortable to wear. I also really enjoy the strap on my Explorer too. To try and explain the strap, I've blatantly copied things from the website. The rigger band is an elastic webbing strap based on the NASA setup, and it boasts a proprietary registered watch clasp design that takes inspiration from the vintage Marine Nationale dive belt buckles. There is no classic buckle, but you just cinch down the strap to secure it. The excess strap also tucks away nicely. So this is probably the oddball in the lineup, but if you're into the military look, definitely give this brand a try. It is not the first time that the octopod makes an appearance. The octopod system is an interchangeable system that consists of a one-pass watch strap and a stainless steel deployant bracelet buckle. The straps are available in a couple of materials, sizes and colors, and clasps are available in a range of different finishing. While the length of the clasp is manageable, the downside is that for 22mm straps the buckles are a tad wide and they can be experienced as a bit bulky. The last strap is one that Evan from the You're Terrific YouTube channel shared on his Instagram a couple of months ago. These are 22mm nylon straps from Amazon, sold as Garmin straps. They are super light and comfortable to wear and super fast to install. I just always hate the idea of squeezing Velcro through the spring bars. I hope this video gave you some inspiration and maybe also convinced you that the spring bars don't have to be a negative, and there are still plenty of options to change up the look of the watch. So will all of them stay or not? The overlap between both FXDs and the Pelagos 39 is too big and we can't keep them all, right? I honestly can't figure it out. Between the two FXDs, the blue has this little extra, but over the weeks I've really started to enjoy the pure black FXD. And between the Pelagos 39 and the FXD, well, the 39 feels like the better size for me and could have been or should have been the perfect watch. Keeping both black dials doesn't make sense to me, but keeping both FXDs doesn't either. I'm curious to hear what your pick would be and what other strap suggestions you might have. Do let me know in the comments or come find me on Instagram. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.